Welcome to Talking Whisky. My name's Grant, and today we're doing another podcast, and we finally got the trio, which is now going to be...
Oh, my name, Josh.
Ryan.
There we go.
I was wondering where you're going with that. Just, hey!
That's staying in. We're keeping that one in. Okay, so, most important question. Let's get it over and done with. Let's get this started. What are we drinking?
Classic laddie.
The same?
Yes, yeah, because you've not had it before.
No, I haven't.
Pop it there. Actually,
We won't pop it there because it'll be in shot. Like, I meant in front of his face.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
We had that issue.
Okay, yes, so slight technical error on my front. Only two chairs the same height, so...
No,
Or
he's
I'm
just
just-
really short.
Yeah. Like 4'9".
I'm alright with that.
There you go, I'm stood.
And I've got the Glendronach peated. So...
Okay.
Yeah, but you've not had the classic laddie.
No, I
have you?
haven't. No, not at all.
Well, I'm chucking you.
Classic laddie's nice.
It's classic.
It's classic, yeah.
People
Includes in
tend
the
to
name.
just- Yeah, people
There
tend
we
to
go.
just drink it in front of me and not give me any.
That's some bullshit.
When have I ever done that to you?
No, you haven't.
Who has?
You've never opened it.
No, I haven't.
No, Gibby.
Yeah.
You got
Not
it
that
for
Gibby
Gibby
guy.
for
Whoa,
his
and
wedding.
he opened it and didn't get it. Give you any?
No, he just
Yeah,
kept
that's
telling
fine.
me I had to try it.
Yeah.
But they didn't give me
He
any.
did the same with me.
What?
I was the one that recommended it to him. He did the
Didn't
same
you
with
buy
me.
it for him?
No. I ain't got that much money.
I swear someone
I'm poor.
gave it to him as a wedding gift.
Give you a heads up. It's 50%.
Oh, okay.
Let me know. I'm interested to see what you think of this.
Such a... It's been a while since...
I'm
I've had a
interested to know
couple
what you
drinks.
think, because you've not had this.
No. Okay, so it's got some peat to it.
No, it doesn't.
Tastes like it does.
It's. I know it does. But it's not peated. It
Alright.
says it on the bottle. There's no peated barley or anything. It's totally unpeated.
Where's it getting that?
I have no idea, if I'm being brutally honest. I think that they might be like chucking it in an ex-peated barrel, but they're not saying it on the bottle either. But they are saying it's totally unpeated.
Okay. I've just realised I'm looking like this at the minute. They're just
really
getting a massive
oily
shot
as
from
well.
here. I apologise.
Yeah,
I apologise.
We're gonna have to
I'll
get
start
used to this.
turning a bit like that.
Hey.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, you can look at yourself.
I didn't prep any questions for you today, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, I'm a letdown. I thought about it, and then I ran out of time.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
I asked you, why is it peated? You couldn't answer.
Because it's not peated. There's the answer. It's not peated.
So, where's it got the flavour from?
But that's the thing. They're not telling us. Like, Brook Lardick are not telling anyone where that's coming from. But I think what it is that
You know what that sounds like?
what?
When someone gets interviewed, interrogated,
I'm being interrogated.
and they say, I didn't do it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Actually,
Maybe.
maybe
They did.
but they're just not telling
And
you.
then they just tell people
No,
they
I
didn't.
think what it is, if we're gonna get nerdy, I think what it is that you're whatever they've done with the cuts and potentially aging it in a barrel that's maybe had peated whiskey in it. I think whatever they're doing with the cuts, when you're smelling it, your brain's immediately triggering to think peat, but it's not peated.
I tasted it before I smelt it.
That tastes Dave. That was funny to me.
Josh, ladies and gentlemen. Mug you.
I'm also really surprised at how oily it is.
It's really rich.
The only whiskey I've had that was this oily was the
Oh.
Lockvine Orange.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was a whiskey liqueur,
really
but
good.
still a whiskey.
That was nice.
Yeah, but obviously all the oils in that came from the orange
It did, yes.
peel infusion.
Yeah, that one's kind of real dense. It's nice.
I think I was the one that made you put water with it, and it made it so much harsher.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
did, didn't it?
Yeah.
But that was
Horrendously harsher.
But this, so, yeah,
It
so
stood
it was
well up
it was
to the
like-
ice. But
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
put a drop of water, it brought all the oils to the top, and
That's
that's
it, yeah.
what had all the
Yeah.
harshness.
the harshness
to
in
it.
it.
That's
yeah.
it, yeah.
But yeah, it was one of these rare whiskies, if not liqueurs, full stop, that did really well with ice.
Oh yeah.
But
that
it was above 40%, so it was.
Was it?
Yeah. So it wasn't a whiskey liqueur. It was a whiskey.
It was a
with
whiskey,
like
flavoured
with
whiskey.
a flavor. Yeah, it was a flavored whiskey.
I'm going to be
I think it was like
controversial.
41%.
Go on.
I like most of my whiskies with ice.
That's not controversial at all.
That's just wrong. No. Enjoy it how you like it.
Yeah, the whiskey like something I like to drink. That's not that.
I couldn't help myself.
I think it's fair.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those.
Everything
ones.
about you is wrong. See, this is okay. So this is the danger with the three of us: is that it's just going to turn into abuse.
We'll aim it his way shortly.
Yeah, it's coming my way eventually. It will.
It will.
It will. I know it will. I'm ready for it.
Never seems to aim his way though.
He's
Abuse
on the
to abuse him
He's
more.
on the short chair. It's fine.
That is my abuse, but that's what you got. I'm otherwise perfect.
Are you though? No. Emma, is he? Comment below. Is he perfect?
And like and subscribe.
Well, yes. Good point. Yes, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Very good. Mm. Okay, no, I got one. So on the back of the Loch Fyne one, what do we think of flavoured whiskies?
Depends what flavour.
Would you care to elaborate?
Drill it down a little bit more. Ask me for a specific flavour, like even like a flavour. I don't know.
What do you think of the idea of flavouring a whiskey?
I don't mind the idea of flavouring whiskey.
Yeah.
The idea of it is perfectly fine. Just certain flavours. So if you start going down the route of
Fireball.
not. That takes me back.
I'm with you as well on that one.
Yep.
That's horrible. I can't
If you
stand
start,
Fireball.
if you start going down the route of like mint and like spearmint and all of that, don't get me wrong. That
There's a mint julep bourbon, isn't there? I
yeah,
can't remember
there
what one it is. I
Um,
want to say like it's like Old Forester or
I don't
something.
feel like mint or any kind of menthol works with the. I feel like it would overpower any
Yeah.
other flavours that are in
They're,
there.
they're
Yeah,
weird.
they-
I've had it once and I was like,
we've
Maybe not again.
We've had it in the the one with the stag horns on it. Downmore. I think.
No.
Did we all say that once?
yeah, no.
Snap.
I mean, not a flavour that you find. I mean, specifically
Oh
flavoured.
yeah,
whiskey.
yeah.
So
But that's
for-
what I'm saying.
So-
like,
oh, okay,
the
yeah, if you're
spearmint
finding
is
a flavour, yeah.
yeah.
So okay, so how about the run that Jack Daniels have been doing? So they did the
Oh, the apple
Tennessee
one.
Fire, the apple one, and then
Yeah.
there's the honey as well. I mean, some of these technically fall into liqueur territory because they're now below 40%. So what do we think of them?
The honey one I used to drink exclusively, and funnily enough, as bad as it sounds, that is the whiskey that got me into whiskies. And I know that sounds really weird.
Was it?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it was the. You have to bear in mind that I was coming from back then. We're from the UK, so we start drinking at a very young age, like 2, 3, 4, 5 at a push.
You started late. I was at 1.
Well, you're Scottish, I'm half Irish, so
Yeah.
we were there earlier.
Yeah, we're ahead of him.
So, back when I started, it was vodka mostly, because vodka is.
It's an easy drink that you have it with next to
Well, I wouldn't say it's tasteless. It tastes like paint strip at most.
Well, yeah, but
That
you mix
is-
it at that.
yeah, that's
So
it.
but the argument is that
You mix it and you
Yes.
mostly just taste the mixer.
tasteless is more meant to mean what you're getting is ethanol as opposed to
Yeah.
like gin,
So-
for example, which has botanicals in it.
I can't stand gin.
Really?
Cannot stand gin. I don't know what it is about
I
it.
quite like a good.
Taste the trees.
We can mention it.
None of you are going to get that.
We can tell the story, but let's keep the names out of it.
Yeah.
So, once upon a time, a long time ago, one of Ryan's exes, through all of our fault, got very drunk. Because the rule was that
Terrible people.
we were terrible people. She had to have a shot, which turned into several. But she had never had gin before.
Oh.
And her only reaction, whilst getting progressively more drunk, was, I can taste the trees. Oh, that was, I think I've still got the photos from that night as well. That's
Yeah?
what's worse. Yeah, I think I do somewhere.
Okay, oh.
It
Oh, it was a long
must
time
be.
ago.
Oh, it was a long time ago. That was well over a decade.
I,
That's depressing.
yeah, no, I cannot stand gin. But yeah, so to go back to it, JD Honey was palatable.
Okay.
And
Was that because of the lower proof, or because of the sweetness, or both?
sweetness.
Sweetness.
So it was.
Did you mix it though?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, so that was the first whiskey you were drinking straight.
Correct. I was drinking it with ice.
All with ice. Yeah.
Weirdly enough, so when you said that, I thought the first thing that came to my head when I was kind of imagining drinking it straight was sickly sweet.
It is.
It is.
I
yeah.
find it.
However-
Nowadays, yes.
However,
Yeah.
the whiskey that got me into drinking neat whiskey and not mixed, like I mixed JD and Coke when I was
Who
younger,
didn't?
but to drinking proper whiskey was that orange whiskey, the Loch Fyne one that we were
Oh,
talking about
really?
earlier. Yeah, that was my first kind of entry into it, and it was that sweetness that got me into
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
And do you know what?
Makes
And
a lot
I've
more-
always liked sweet whiskey.
Do you know,
since.
that's really interesting that the two of you have said that, because that was what Paul said when he and I were talking about flavoured whiskies, and one of the whiskies that helped get into him was the Maple Knob Creek because of the sweetness. So it's interesting
Trust
that you.
Paul's like knob.
Well, yeah. He also made me tell the story of Dad's
You're
Knob
welcome,
in
Paul.
that one. Yeah. Now they can
Because
get
I know
their
he's
own-
going to watch this.
Now they can get their own book on you, Paul. Because he's not here to defend himself.
Oh, dear.
Oh yeah. So because he's not here to defend himself, I can say it here. We need to go raid his place because he has Parliament 21, Glendronach Parliament 21, which
Ooh.
is gorgeous.
Okay.
So we need to go raid his place.
In Sheffield.
Cheers, Paul. Yeah.
Don't
trip,
I don't
raid,
know if we
drink,
can
happy
say
days.
where he lives.
Well, Sheffield's a big place.
yeah, I know
Sheffield's a
Sheffield's
big place.
Yeah.
They might hunt him down. or two
point,
of
actually.
two of the
No, I'm not going to say his address, but
You didn't even know his address.
no.
Well, you
Why
go.
I'm not going
Get
to
on
say
the
it.
Google.
Say Google Maps, Zoom.
Oh man.
Okay, that's quite good. Okay. So what about the so Jim Beam? I know you're not a fan of Jim Beam.
No.
The Jim Beam-
Oh, I
The
can't stand Jim Beam.
But the Jim Beam Red Stag,
No.
which is the red cherry one.
No,
Never tried it.
It's actually quite
honestly,
good. That
is-
with Coke is basically a cherry cola with a bit of bite. It's really
no,
nice.
it's absolutely dire. I
See,
cannot
here's the-
friggin'. To be
I
fair, I
might-
can't
must
drink.
be the reverse to most people because I cannot stand Jack Daniels, but I would drink Jim Beam and Coke.
I can't stand Jack Daniels nowadays.
No.
But back then, I probably would have liked it. Nowadays, I can't stand the Honey JD. Just can't stand it. If
Too
I'm
sweet or
having
bad memories?
why not both?
Okay. Memories.
I've got a bottle of that I'm not opening at the minute. I've got a bottle of the.
Why is it not here?
Because I'm not opening it at the minute. Because it's
Comments.
I
Make
assumed you weren't opening it because it wasn't here.
yeah.
it. That too.
That's why I didn't bring it, so I didn't open it.
Yeah, valid.
It's the Jack Daniels single barrel. I think it's the square bottle one, and it's oh my god.
Is it a gold label or is it a silver label?
Gold? I think it's in a big metal cask, like cask.
Have you got
case?
the? Oh no, I know what you might
Black
have.
case,
No,
metal. Opens.
If you've
Pull it
got
out.
if you've got the one I think you pull it out. Here. I feel sorry for you. You're sat next to him.
Yeah.
I did tell you it looked like a porn studio. So.
That's getting cut. No, it's not. Yeah, so they walk in and they're like, "God, it looks like a porn studio in here because we've got cameras and
I
lights."
said
and
the
this
same
and
thing last time I was here.
That's because that was.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I mean,
I'm glad
Good
I'm here with
efficiency.
you. I'm glad I'm not being forced into a situation I don't want to be.
Why? The two of us are going to go
Thanks,
jump
buddy.
on you.
Not thanks, buddy.
You're the bitch here. Yeah. Sit your ass back down.
Me pick
Yeah,
a
which
bottle
one?
to go. Yeah, no, I honestly cannot stand Jim Beam anymore. It's just something about
It's
the
the one
taste.
I can deal with it.
I got bought a bottle of it as a I did a bunch of extra work for a client, and they bought me a bottle of it as like thanks.
Pleasure.
And I turned around to them and I said to them, "Don't buy it for me again. Don't buy me a present. Like,
Not that.
just please." Like, I all seriousness, like without meaning to sound ungrateful, it's not something that I
get it.
can drink. It honestly, it's that bad for me.
You could probably sell it to some school kids for like 30 quid.
That's a good point. Why didn't you do that?
Yeah.
Not sure that's legal. Not sure we should be promoting that.
School kids,
not
we didn't
telling
say
the
what
world to do it.
age. They could be at college. They could definitely be over the age of 18.
But
Please drink responsibly. Please ignore anything we are saying right now. I am
Correct,
very
no.
sorry. Big flashing of Lee. We don't mean it. We don't mean it. We don't mean it.
and that's a cut.
Yes.
um,
All right. Okay. So, what about you?
That was so many tangents, I've got no idea what question you're asking.
Sorry. Let's go back. Flavoured whiskies. Apart from
so-
Fireball, because Fireball, I think we can all unanimously
Yeah.
say is horrible.
Okay, so interestingly, we know I
Depends
enjoy
how
a flavoured
drunk you
whiskey
You're true.
because I started on the Lock Fine Orange.
Yeah, I'm interested.
And it
that
was
the
chocolate
one you-
orange as well, actually.
It was chocolate
yeah,
orange.
it's chocolate orange.
Did you ever make an old fashioned out of that? Oh no! It basically was. Don't you dare put that back.
I'm just having a look, having a gander,
Put that back.
having a.
Put that back.
I'm gonna have a tipple.
Kid, the fuck are you?
What is-
Wedding 18 is pretty good.
so,
Really good.
so I've got no
Chucking
issue.
over the Eleanor.
Shut up. let me
Yeah,
finish the
sorry.
story.
Sorry, go on. Go on.
I'm going to push you off that chair again. Watch you tumble and shout timber. Okay, so
And I won't even need to do sound effects for him hitting the ground.
Sack of shit.
pretty much.
Sorry, you were saying that.
Yeah,
Asshole.
so I think there's a time and a place for them though, because I won't.
Yeah, the entry into it. That's it.
I still enjoy it every now and again. And I went to, at Christmas, I went to a fair and I picked up a local place made an actual whiskey liqueur. It's about 25-30%, something
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
yeah.
And it's liqueured with honey, so obviously those flavours go together.
Yeah.
So much better than like a Jack
Yeah.
Daniel's honey, though, in terms of its taste.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
I don't. I guess I do kind of sit and drink it like a whiskey, but it's when I'm after something lighter or having it with a bit of pudding or something like that, like a dessert wine.
Yeah, I
almost.
get that. That makes sense.
But it has that lower proof. So I think it works in some whiskies, but what you got to realise is if you're going to add flavour to your whiskey, you're going to completely mask any complexity that's there. So it needs to be a baser level whiskey, a blend, something that isn't
I agree.
Or a Jack Daniels.
great enough to stand up to itself in the same way
Or a Jim Beam.
you would if you had, if you could take the same concept of cooking. If you've got great fresh seasonal fish,
Yep.
you
Yeah.
have it
Yeah.
raw or just like you let it celebrate itself. Whereas if you've got some frozen cod that was fished months ago, then chucked in the freezer and then went to the same.
You're going to
freezer and
batter
you
and
go-
deep fry it.
Yeah, you're going to disguise the lack of
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
flavour that comes from that ingredient. So
that's-
there's nothing wrong with it, but
You're
I
going
don't
to
think
know
anyone
what you're
does
going
this.
into.
Exactly. Yeah. You're
that
you're
makes a lot of
not.
sense.
Yeah.
Get you.
Oh no. That's such a sophisticated palate.
Allegedly. We say he does. Whether it's true or not, we don't know yet.
No, we do.
Okay, we do.
I've cooked for you both.
I know you have. It was very nice.
Yeah. See. Exactly.
We also did that night where we did the sushi night. We were dipping sushi into whiskey, which I may add was really good.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been good, but it was really good.
That wasn't the night that I was there.
Yeah, it was. You were there.
We dipped it into whiskey.
Yeah.
How many did I have? I don't remember this at all.
Sushi's or whiskeys?
Both.
Oh, what? You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Not
I
well.
don't remember that at all.
Maybe I remember it too well.
I'm losing my marbles.
What's new? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's an interesting point.
What about you?
I like them, but I would mainly mix them with a mixer to have it as something to drink. So, for example, like the Jim Beam cherry one, I'd have that with a Coke. Or maybe even the JD honey actually might be way bit too sweet.
Yeah, no,
But
I
wouldn't-
JD honey with Coke
would be
is
way
awful.
too sweet. If I'm having a flavoured whiskey, I tend
You'd
to have
like
it.
a soda water.
Yeah,
I don't even
I tend to have
that.
it with a mixer. Oh, I wouldn't be having
That's
it
fair.
by itself.
Yeah, you.
Actually,
I should.
For me,
JD honey and soda water, I'm not actually sure what that would taste like. It would dilute it a lot.
yeah, I mean,
They'd like
you'd be adding a bubbliness to it, so it'd go down quicker.
And
Kind
you'd
of
still
want to
have-
try
and there's a
that.
slight
But you'd
bit of-
still have the
But there's
sweetness.
Next,
where's the whiskey that
next one.
commonly gets mixed with soda? In a pub. I can't remember which one. Is it
I
Bell's?
would say it would
Yeah,
be
it's
one.
Bell's.
Yeah, it would be
Bell's-
the Bell's
Bell's and soda
teacher.
water.
One of the standard blends.
Yeah. And that
Although I
is
don't know
like
why you
really
drink Bell's
enjoyable
in
in
the
like
first
a
place.
summer's afternoon.
Yeah. Do you know what
Almost
I
like
quite
a Pimm's sort of idea.
Oh, I was going to say, do you know what I quite like? Is
I don't know what to think about that. Having like the Pim situation. I don't know what to
What,
think
whiskey
about.
in the afternoon?
No, almost like a Pims.
No, in
I'm
terms
not a
of
huge
it-
fan of Pims.
No.
No, it doesn't
like-
taste like one, but it's that kind of
Oh.
situation. You're out in the garden on a
Right,
summer's
right,
afternoon.
right, day, it's very nice.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Something
now.
like this is a bit heavy and a bit fiery.
Oh yeah, you're not
To
going to
sit in the sun and drink.
So next time we're trying both JD Honey and JD Fireball with
No, we're not doing that. No,
with
Fireball.
soda water.
Fireball's
No,
only good use is to clean my toilet with.
or the oven.
Or yourself.
Yes, tip for anyone: if you would like a full detox, please drink a bottle of Fireball. That will go through you quicker than an actual Fireball.
Yes.
You will be totally detoxed. You'll be dead. It's that bad.
New skin on the inside.
Builds up.
Calluses
You then
in your
know
stomach.
what the meaning of reverse indigestion is. Oh no, please, can we get away from that? That's a terrible thought. Okay, but here's one. So, something I quite like, so you said summer afternoon, something I quite like in the summer afternoon is one of the...
Pause. Sorry, guys. Phone call. Phone booth. On the intermission, it got up on the conversation of phone booth. That's the film that got a lot of shtick because it was literally like a 2-hour film of someone being in a phone booth, wasn't it?
It got a stick because people didn't know, because that's what they thought going in. They were like, well, why am I going to watch a film about that? And then they went and watched it. They were like, actually, that you were genuinely watching it the whole time going, holding onto your chair.
It's the one where
It's Colin Farrell. And Keith Sutherland.
I don't know the second one.
He's got like a.
I'm not good with actors though.
Keith Sutherland is the guy in 24. Oh, for goodness sake. Anyway.
Mainstream media.
Good
Oh.
film. Good film.
I'll have to give it a watch.
Good film.
I'll add it to my list.
Definitely. I think it's on... Well, it must be on one of the streaming services.
I don't think it is. I remember buying it on Amazon.
Oh, okay, fair.
It's a really bloody old film, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be late 90s now, I think.
But
But it is
or
very
early
good.
2000s.
Yeah, could be. I don't know, actually.
Even so, 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
Oh.
All of us at once on that one. That's just depressing thoughts. Okay, oh yeah, so something I was going to say is summertime drinks.
Yes, yeah.
So something I quite like to do in the summer if I'm sat outside or whatnot, or just watching the world go by, is say a blend like Grants or Teachers or Bells or whatever, and ginger ale.
Not tried it.
Have you not?
No.
You've not done whiskey and ginger ale?
No.
It's quite good. I suppose it depends if you like ginger ale or not. Yeah, you're not going to like it then.
I made my own sort of ginger ale once.
Did you?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Yeah.
How did that go?
It was delicious and super strong. It was like 12%.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Why
Didn't
did we
taste
get
any.
none of this?
It was over when I was in Guildford.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
why.
student. So.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Brewed my own alcohol.
As you do.
It says
Brewing
the
is-
student.
Brewing
Okay.
is fine. Distilling is illegal.
Says the student that I went over to his house at one point, and he cooked me a full-on steak dinner, and like all garnishes and everything
He
like
did
that.
that to me too.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a student. A steak, everything."
How's a filet mignon?
I mean, You've got to spend the money on the important things, right?
Yeah, but whiskey is important.
True that.
Drink
But that was
responsibly.
Drink
especially-
responsibly.
Do you know how expensive it is to drink whiskey as a student with the amount you drink?
Depends what whiskey you're buying.
Yeah.
If it's
Just
you,
don't
if
drink
it's you
bells.
and you're buying, well, yeah, if it's you and you're buying Brimstone, then definitely yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
They
Or
even makers.
or-
like, because you'll do a bottle in an evening. Whereas if you drink
True.
your own.
True.
You know,
Actually,
I went to a bar
yeah,
and
yeah.
drank an entire bottle of rum just from the bottle that evening. But that's the rate you kind of drink when you go out and drink as
Yeah.
a student. So
yeah.
I learned when
just
we
proved
went
me
out.
out.
For, I learned when we went out for a night out with you. I was an old man already.
yes.
So we. So
I mean,
we go,
we've known that for about 20
I know,
years.
I
at
know,
this
but
point.
this was the absolute solidifying of it. So how old were we? What was this? 25, 26 we were? A few years ago? Yeah.
Earlier, I went when I was 24.
Okay, so early 20s. So we go to him, he's going to show us the student night out. Because none of us have been students beforehand. So we go out for a night out, go to a few bars, we're having a good time. And then we're walking from one bar to another. And so we're in our early 20s, and for some reason we're the old men because of this.
Yes.
Because every other student is 18 or 19. And it was at that point there was groups of girls. I'm not being misogynistic because it's true. They were, and they were,
They were women.
and they weren't wearing a lot of clothing. And I stopped and I went, "Oh God, guys, I just realised it. You're all right." And everyone looked at me like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm seeing these girls go past, and all that's going through my head is, I bet they're cold."
Old man.
I know.
Old
I know. That's all that was going through my head.
It was October,
Bet she's
to be
cold.
fair.
It was
Yeah.
October. There's me
Yeah.
with my
I mean, it
coat
was
going up
cold.
nice and toasty.
It was cold.
Bet they're cold. I'm sorry. I felt very disappointed.
On to the guest whiskey.
Wait, he's not finished yet.
Neither are you.
Oh yeah, okay. So, guess whiskey. Oh, actually, hang on. No. Before we move on to the guess whiskey, opinions on the classic laddie.
So I like it. The
Ooh. It's fine. Sorry, Karen.
I like it. It's complex, but it feels like there's some battling flavours. So you've got a bit of sweetness, and then you've got
Yeah.
the peat, and then you got a lot of not quite pine, more of a fir tree sort of very
Oh,
like
interesting.
bit like I'm eating a Christmas tree.
Do you have experience with this?
Yes.
Okay. Don't eat Christmas trees.
If there's
How do you think I get
anyone
rid of
you
my
could
Christmas
ask
tree every year?
if they've got experience with that, it's
It's
gonna
always
be
right.
It's always going to be right.
So I find I see what you mean. I see what you mean. So I find when I have it, it like to me it's really earthy and briny, but with like a nugget of toffee in there. Like you're standing in the field and you've dropped a nugget of toffee in the field, and it's like, oh, there's toffee there.
Yeah.
Like, you
So
know
that's
it's
the thing
there, but there's a load of
Yeah.
other earthiness and saltiness that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
so I get those like 3 layers really stand out, and it's the kind of woody pine isn't like most whiskies where it feels like that smell of freshly cut or laid pine from
Yeah.
the timber yard or from the carpenter shop. This feels more of like it's still the
Forest.
Christmas tree in your living room.
Yeah.
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 That
Okay.
kind of
Okay. I can
evergreeny-
see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Still living. Sort
What do
of
you
thing,
think of
which
the
was
best
interesting.
I mean, I've had it many a
Yeah,
time
I know,
before,
you're
but
right.
I don't get any of those notes.
And Josh's palate is fucked.
I just
or yours is because
Yeah.
you're the only one saying pine.
no.
But you didn't get anything. You got some of mine.
I get the real sweetness from it. I get the initial burn note after burn, but short of that, it's just like a sweet whiskey to me.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Okay, I'm surprised at that.
Only getting the sweetness.
No, I
That
don't
is
even
surprising.
I don't even taste the peat, and I think
But there's no
ruin-
peat in it.
Well, that's it. But he's
Oh no, he's getting peat, but
Yeah.
I get earthiness.
yeah.
So
I
I
don't
think
I
that's-
don't get the earthiness.
That's me
but-
not being as used to peat, probably.
No, everyone who drinks peated whiskey, that's their first
Oh,
reaction to it.
Oh, okay.
Once you've had it a good few times, you go, okay, maybe it's not peat, maybe it's more earth than
I
peat.
think I ruined myself a little while back because I was suffering really, really badly with toothache, and my quick fix for a toothache is
I can see where this is going.
drink whiskey.
Whiskey. Actually,
Drink responsibly.
but it also actually does the trick.
It does.
It really
does. And the only
Painfully.
whiskey that I had on hand.
Classic laddie.
No, the only whiskey that I had on hand was Smokehead.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Funny you should say that.
Oh.
Because that is the best segue ever, because today's guest whiskey is the Smokehead. We are doing... No. So we're doing... So this is the Smokehead Sherry Bomb, and this is going to be today's guest whiskey.
Nice.
There is a couple of glasses behind you and one slightly to the side.
Well, I can't reach them.
Oh, you can't. Sorry. I'll reach behind you then. Talk amongst yourselves.
That is a really, really nice bottle. So
Gorgeous bottle, isn't it?
The Smokehead.
Sorry,
the
am I
normal-
drinking whiskey or like something between wine and cherry?
It's a whiskey glass. It's just not the standard one you're used to.
The Smokehead bottle
from Hollywood
is
Distillery.
it's got
yeah,
like a
it
brown
looks like
gold
it
tone
should
on
be
it.
for like
I know what you mean.
wine, port,
Yeah.
sherry. a mixture.
Gorgeous bottle.
It's definitely
Wait.
Oh,
that
was
was
really
really
so anticlimactic.
I want to try it again. Hey!
That's right. Yeah, the Smokehead bottle has like the other one has like a black and gold
Yes.
sort of tone to it. Really, really nice whiskey. Very, very, very peated.
Oh, see, here's the
Very
interesting- With
peated.
the other one, I don't find it as massively peated.
I think you're misremembering, mate. It is nothing but peat.
Okay, I went back. I had it side to side with Ugadal. And the Ugadal is way peatier.
Fair enough, fair
Way
enough.
peatier.
I introduced some people new to peat to it, and
Oh, sorry, Joe.
I thought it was absolutely hilarious because
that's a good one to do.
yeah, they all turned
it
around and they were like,
What have you done to me?
they couldn't even at one point when I opened the bottle, they all moved away from me because it was that peated.
There he goes. So yeah, that was the best. Oh, actually, let's keep it out. So
Yes.
the first thing to say is, it's a Islay single malt Scotch, and they are it's called the Sherry Bomb. So they are, I believe, aging it in purely sherry casks. But let me double check.
You should know this straight off the bat.
I should, but I don't. Sorry.
It doesn't do his
It
research.
is.
It's terrible.
It is, and it's Oloroso sherry. That also might be why I like it so much, because I like Oloroso, and it is coming in at 48% as well.
Good lord.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate
Some.
me for the first major note I'm picking up on the nose.
Go on.
Pete.
No. McDonald's smoky barbecue sauce.
I mean, here's what's ridiculous. I can see why you think that.
That is the most immediately
It's
like
a-
it is that.
I mean, I'm not getting it, but I can see
McDonald's.
why you're getting that.
Yeah, I can see why you're getting it. I'm not.
It's that
I'm getting the peat
sweet
behind
and
it as
smoke.
well, but-
It's
Yeah.
a sweet smoke, but it's not. It's not. It's. I
just-
think because of the Oloroso impact, it's not a.
It's nowhere near as peated.
Yeah,
as
it's not like a campfire smoke. It is leaning towards that meaty smoke,
the
and I think
the
because
original
of because of the
one,
Oloroso
way
as
more
well.
peated.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, it's no, it smells fantastic.
So I think it's sorry.
Yeah,
You keep going.
it's. I would actually say 100%. I'd probably pick that over the original.
Me too.
And
That's why I have that one, not the original.
I've been through three bottles of the original so far.
It's beautiful.
I only found it about 6 months ago.
Surprising.
You know,
Impressive.
yeah. So you know, it's it's a lot calmer.
Yes, it is.
The original is more let's throw as much grass up your nose as possible and see what happens.
And what happens?
Yeah, you end up with Peter Fever the next day.
Hey, you don't drink peat whiskey, so you don't experience this. There is a point. There is genuinely a point if you're drinking a lot of peated
Oh, it's
whiskey.
so brutal.
The next day, yeah, it will smell like peat.
we had an evening where we drank exclusively peated whiskey,
Oh,
and the
yeah,
next
I
day
remember that
I
one.
woke up with a hangover, and I'm not good with hangovers. I woke up with
Mouth tasted like an ashtray because of the peated whiskey.
oh yeah, and I went to the toilet, and I came out, and I was like, oh,
Straight up the grass coming out.
Pretty much.
it might as well have been. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I stream and everything. I was like, oh, I've got peated pea. Oh, it's brutal. Oh, never again.
You say that.
I mean, I try my best.
But yeah, so with the original, I think the original is there to get you. But with this, because it's the sherry bomb, and but okay,
They should market this one more.
so for me, I'm biased towards Oloroso sherry because I prefer Oloroso over Pedro Menez. So the fact that this is Oloroso actually explains a huge amount of why I like
Have
it
you
so
actually
much.
heard the idea behind Smokehead? So the idea behind Smokehead is if you buy it direct from them or something along the lines, you get it in like the nice metal tube thing, whatever it's called, case.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of case. And you get a booklet with it, and the booklet is it's a bunch of blank pages, but the pages are tainted with a smell. And the idea behind it is you take a page out of it, you put it into a glass, you light the page, flip the glass over so it smokes inside of the glass. Afterwards, you flip the glass back over, you put the drink in, and then you drink it.
I like that. That sounds
But the
good.
flavour from it is meant to be 10 times better.
I
I haven't
that.
got hold of one of the booklets yet because it's
I like
it's
that.
only if you order it directly from
Do you know
them,
what
as far as I'm aware.
Do you know what? We could do an experiment with that where you just take wood
Yeah.
shavings, but wood shavings of like hickory or something like that.
That
Something that
would
would
be
you
interesting.
something that you would use to smoke normally. Take shavings of that, light it, put it in the glass,
Yeah.
and do it that
Yeah,
way.
I'd
You
100% be
could
game
play
for
with
that.
that. That could work quite well.
Yeah.
So what do we think?
I'm intrigued.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
There's so much going on there.
Yes.
Yeah. Good lord. So they completely nulled down the smell of peat. The taste of peat, though.
Ramps up.
Whoa.
Massively ramps
It-
up.
This actually tastes a lot like the original Smokehead, but it's a little bit sweeter.
Yep.
And the nose is completely different
Yeah.
on it. But short of that, the peat just takes over everything.
But to
I'm
me,
not
it's
sure
the-
that's a good thing.
I actually
really?
thoroughly enjoy peat though. So
No, it's not that. It's you have so much complexity going on, and then you just squish it right down with all that peat.
No.
That's what I'm getting.
Wait till you acclimatise to it a little bit more.
Okay.
yeah.
But I can see what you mean. So for me, you get this massive impact of like the sherry sweetness. There's fruity sweetness in there.
Yeah.
There's raisins. There's dates. There's plums. There's something I tend to get with a lot of peat. A lot of sherry whiskey is dried
Apricot.
apricot. Thank you. He knows me better than I do. And then it just goes peat smoke, and the peat just ramps up and just takes over.
I'm not getting any of that. I'm getting the sweetness of something. Couldn't tell you what it is. I obviously haven't had like a massive drink.
Oh,
of it
yeah,
yet,
okay,
but
okay.
at the minute, I'm getting the sweetness, and then it's just a freight
And then-
train of peat.
But yes, and once you acclimatise
Just a
to
freight
it,
train.
Once you acclimatise to it, the fruit sweetness comes out.
Sorry, I got the soundtrack for the freight train thing. As soon as you said it, you got to play that over the top.
No, I'm doing it.
But yeah, short of that, it's nice. I as I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the like peated whiskies, but so far on the first taste, it doesn't taste a lot different from the original Smokehead.
Get into a little bit more of the sweet.
Yeah,
Sweetness
yeah,
will
no,
come out more
100%.
as you
It
keep
would.
going.
I tell you what would be really interesting to put the original Smokehead and this bottle of Smokehead side by
And
side.
do a side by side comparison.
Yeah, side by side
But
comparison, and also a blind taste.
There is a massive difference side by side.
Yeah. I'm sure there
Massive
is,
difference.
but at the minute I can't tell it.
Yeah. Okay.
But to be fair, I did drink three quarters of a bottle of Smokehead in one night, so I've kind of I kind of ruined myself to all of this. I regretted
I
it.
want to blend it. That's what I want to do
With
this.
what?
That's what I'm trying to work out. That's what I've been thinking about for the last.
Well, okay, so with another whiskey or with a mixer?
No, not with a mixer. With
another
something
whiskey.
like an Eleanor. Not that we're going to do that now, but I feel like. But
Can we have the
something like
Highland
that,
Park?
even the Iron Root, like the Harbinger, something with that rich
Can we have the Highland Park?
sweetness, bourbony.
So,
Maker's 46.
Oh, that could be interesting.
I have an idea.
Not sure if it's quite.
not that one.
Not sure if Maker's 46 is quite
You pop over there.
what I'm after.
No.
But
Okay.
even a brimstone, maybe.
No!
Brimstone.
No,
will
we're
just
not
kill
doing it. There you go.
Brimstone will just kill it.
So that's maybe... That's 40, 60. 40 being the Maker's Mark.
You need something
That...
that.
no,
yeah,
but
over
there.
you need something.
See, this is the danger with having all these behind us, is that we're just going to pull stuff and pick it up and be like, hey!
You need something that's got more.
No?
You've just lost everything from both of them.
Oh, God, you're right.
You need
Oh,
something that's
what?
more.
Yeah. No,
Oloroso.
I knew the Maker's Mark wasn't going to do it. You're going to hate me, but I bet Baby's Blue. Mostly Baby's Blue with a little pinch of that.
I'm just.
Oh, or the... Which one you got there?
No.
Texas Single.
No!
I'm just gonna give it a whiff.
That's my favourite. Or one of my favourites. I know what you mean, but did you just break the cork?
No. No, the cork came out all at once and it went.
It was the way.
I was
It
like,
was the way you did that. I was like, you just broke it. So that's gonna take a while to get out. No, the Texas Single Malt won't be enough.
No. No.
The Baby Blue's too pretty.
I'm
I mean, the
going all
Iron
from
Root, I
West at
think,
this
would
point.
work.
I'm really struggling to find that for your birthday, by the way.
Yeah, I know you said.
Oh my god. What's with this cork? That might work. All seriousness, that might
that
work.
rich, spicy, deep,
Yep.
bourbony flavour. But I think you want it mostly that and a little sprinkle.
Oh yeah. Little tiny sprinkle because
Do you have any idea how rare this is in the UK?
Don't do a lot.
we'll do the entire glass.
Oh my god!
No!
Don't spill it!
And then he spills it.
Okay.
Oh, it's good. Even off the wood, it's good. oh, my poor wood. Poor wood? My poor whiskey. No! Neither of you! Don't you dare! Can't believe it. I knew I shouldn't have put that up there.
Nah, you had to.
Oh, no, I did.
It's a pretty bottle.
I was right.
Oh my god, yes.
It needs more of...
It might need more. There was only about 3 drops.
Yeah.
It needs more of that.
Oh.
Don't do a lot. It needs... No!
Should we give it to the most cat-handed person?
I know.
ever?
Bad idea.
He's trying so hard.
Oh, God. A little bit more than that. No, careful. Fucking hell.
Chili beans.
That's it. That'd be do.
I'm not the one that spilt it.
It point. Valid point, actually. God, but by itself is so good. This is what I don't understand. I get why you're doing
Yeah.
it, but I don't know if it... I think it's... As an experiment, I'm with you. I'm happy experimenting, but is it better? I don't think so.
No. No, that works.
Try any better more?
Don't think it works.
That's the Maker's Mark one.
There's something.
I tell you what, now the Maker's Mark one has sat
No,
there a wee bit longer.
I think that was better before we put as much.
I didn't try it before. Wasn't really enough left in there. It's not bad, but
I think it's too much iron root.
you need one that is.
Oh, hello.
You need one that is a sweet as the initial on this, because then all that will happen is you'll be followed by the peat afterwards. That's what you want. You want the sweetness to come
so
out
you
more.
you want to increase the
initial
sherry sweetness.
Correct. That's why I'm saying go with the sherry one.
Okay.
I was saying
Glendronach could work, but I feel like you need the richness from the bourbon as well.
Nadura.
I did smell it. I didn't think it would work. Did not think it would work.
Have a smell. Let me know what you think. No, that's not enough.
Yeah. Don't think it's enough.
It's not bold. Not
No.
bold enough.
You think that's kind of
Yeah,
kick you in the face with sweetness. JD Honey.
No.
Well, I kind of want to try it.
I don't
we need
have
to
it.
do an experiment.
I have some self-respect. I don't have it here. Yes,
You should have told me. I've got like a litre bottle that I've had for the past 8 years, something like that.
I was just about to say, why have you had it? Then you said for 8 years. I was like, okay, that's
It's-
acceptable.
I've had it a while.
Fair.
It's dusty. It's aged.
Okay, it's aged well.
It's got the age quality.
It's JD Honey 8 years. Mostly because it's been laying there for 8 years.
Yeah, but it's got to the point where because JD Honey's so sweet, the dust is stuck to it.
I was going to say, oh no, is it crystallising at the bottle?
Oh yeah, no, it's already done that. Did that about 8 years ago.
Brutal.
I didn't tell you that I've already had it about 8 years prior to that, but you know, I've been maturing it for 8 years.
Oh, brutal.
16-year-old bottle of JD.
Oh, no. JD Honey aged again.
No.
No? Just
No.
no. Okay.
No.
That's a shame.
JD Apple, maybe.
I've not had the apple.
The
No,
apple's
I didn't even know they were doing it.
Yeah,
apple's nice.
Jim Beam were doing an apple one as well. But I've had
Yeah.
neither. I've had neither.
The apple's really nice.
Really?
Yeah,
I
surprisingly.
just don't think it would work.
Nah, surprisingly.
Oh, I tell you what I've seen,
It's-
and I've not had it.
It's weird.
There's a Jameson orange one.
Oh.
But I've not had it yet. I don't know whether either of you had had it.
I tried Jameson for the first time not that long ago.
What did you think?
Not a fan.
No, neither am I.
Especially considering it's one of the most commonly dailies for a lot of people.
I'll tell you that the
No.
Jameson I do like is the cask mates one.
Oh.
Because that's they finish it in stout casks.
See, this is
It
the
just
whole
adds
thing.
a little bit more to it.
This is the whole thing. When you pick up a bottle of whiskey, and unfortunately this is all because of this guy, but when you pick up a bottle of whiskey nowadays, you look at it and you kind of you judge it by its age. You judge it by.
I've tried to
find-
stop
I
me
drink
from
so-
doing that.
I drink so,
So-
many blends and things
Bells,
like
I've tried
that.
to make you do that.
Jamesons, what's the other one? Famous Grouse. Oh, I cannot stand.
Famous Grouse is
All of those sort of ones, I
blends.
avoid like the plague.
The blends is
Because you
different.
judge them by the price as well.
But the blend, but the blends is different. So I see your point. I try and not be snobby with age statements. So
No, so
For
I was
example-
wrong when I said
No,
age
I
statement. I,
know
meant
what you
more
mean.
price.
So small
I mean-
head. That's not an age statement.
And how
Yeah,
young
yeah,
is
yeah.
any of the brimstones, and yet they're all fantastic.
But that's
But they
not-
are bourbon.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
was probably
No,
wrong
actually,
when I
they're
said.
economist.
I was probably
Oh,
wrong when I
okay.
said age. I meant more price.
Of
So
course, yes, price point.
under £20 in the UK, 9 times out of 10, unless it's on
not
special
gonna
offer,
be- it's not going
it's
to be
not
amazing.
good.
And I agree with
Under
that.
25, you can get something like Jura. Okay, you can normally pick
nice.
Jura up for about 22, 23
brother.
pounds.
Now this one you can normally pick up for about 20 quid.
True.
So, yeah, but I don't like Maker's Mark, so I can't really comment. But Jura, I can quite happily have that as a whiskey that I drink.
The Ardmore. That tends to come in at that 25
Yeah,
pound
20,
mark.
22, 23, 24. There's another
Diablo
bottle that you had
8 that you
somewhere.
can sometimes get for just under 30.
I can
You might
put
be
it
thinking of
somewhere.
10, if you
Oh,
can find it
10,
again
yeah.
anymore.
The bottle of the Woodsman, you can normally pick that up for around 20,
And do you know what?
maybe
The
22.
Woodsman is really nice.
Woodsman is fantastic. For a cheap whiskey,
Oh, yeah, okay.
I would
Okay,
sit there and drink
we
that
are
all day.
we are now sounding snobby, and I know. Well, okay, Josh and I, you haven't really, but you're happy drinking whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I get it. Within
for me,
reason.
yeah. I think they all have their place, apart from Jim Beam.
Okay. So,
I
Or
agree
Fireball.
entirely.
Or Fireball.
as of hang
No,
on.
Fireball has its place. And
the
bottom of the toilet.
as of recording this, the third episode hasn't yet gone live. So just to let everybody know very quickly, we really pre-head shoot. So, but in the third episode, we mentioned. I completely forgot where I was going.
Terrible.
I'm going to edit that out because I have no idea where I was going with that.
Terrible.
What
I
was I
don't know
saying?
where were you going with that.
Third episode.
It's about. I mean, we spoke about Jim Beam and how I. Just,
Oh yeah,
that's the
no,
one. That
okay,
I
it's
know.
back. We're staying in. It's back. So he sits there and goes, "I don't know why you have Jim." So you won't have seen this yet. He goes, "I don't know why you have Jim Beam with it. Look, it ruins the Coke."
I entirely agree.
So my snobbiness looks
dire.
nowhere near as bad now.
It is dire. It's just
I don't mind it.
dire.
I can appreciate why.
No,
everybody thinks
you
that.
can't-
I don't mind it.
No, you're
In Coke,
you're
I'm okay
finding
with it.
niceness because it's cheap.
Because I'm looking for nice.
You're
yes.
finding
Yes.
niceness because it's cheap. And
Because I
you're
can pick
thinking,
up 700
I'm not,
mils for 18 quid.
I am not drinking a more expensive bottle of whiskey, thus it's not costing me money.
Okay. Okay.
If you offer it to us, we know that it's cheap, and we go, yeah, but you know, there's the Eleanor sitting over there, so well, Grant.
And not just Eleanor. Eleanor. Any Eleanor. This is the.
What's that one over there?
This is my favorite. What one? That one.
Yeah.
That's Glendronach 8.
Okay, got you.
This.
I
Is
haven't
the,
had a proper look up those.
this is the Eleanor that's
Gander.
finished in the Cinso wine barrels.
Is that the one that we made?
We were never touching this with an old fashioned. I still have that bottle though.
We made one with an old fashioned. We made an old fashioned with one, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I think that was the 6. It's so good.
Nah, I've still got the same problem that I always have.
Out of a
I
bottle.
can't smell a whiskey out of a bottle.
Yeah.
I can smell one or two of
Finish in a
them.
wine cask.
Most of them I can't.
I've noticed since having any of the smoke heads, I can smell less out of the bottle.
Okay.
I think it might be something to do with the peated.
That is true. I tell you what is. Josh, grab Ryan, grab the Ledig 18. That is quickly rising as one of my favourite. Actually, favourite in general. So this is peated, sherry
I
finished.
can't believe you didn't bring my favourite to the
Scotch.
table.
No, I wasn't.
Terrible.
Because you've already had it.
Yeah, I know, but doesn't mean I don't want more.
So this is a similar. So the reason I deliberately brought this one down is because it's similar to the Smokehead, in that it's sherry and peat, but this is way more.
Pour like a tiny drop out into a glass so I can smell it.
Yeah, go on. So, but
'Cause
this
otherwise
one
I
in
just can't.
comparison is way more. Just more.
That's more than I thought.
It's
but-
more. It's more rich. It's more deep. It's more complex.
Oh
you've got
my
the
God.
you've got the age behind it as well, and I think this might be Oloroso
Yeah.
as well.
That's a nice bottle.
Is this Oloroso? It doesn't actually
Oh.
say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, it just says sherry on it.
That is what I want that to be.
Yes, and I think that
Because it's not overpowered by the peat.
But here's the big difference: that this has the age behind it. This has time that has played with the spirit and everything. It's made it more rich, more complex. The sweetness is coming out more, and because you're getting older with peat, you start leaning into that. Don't you dare! 'Cause I want to sip first, then
Yeah,
you can
fine.
do that.
That is what I was looking for from the smokehead.
Oh, that is beautiful. So, but here's an interesting thing. So, when it comes to peated whiskey, when you get to maybe 20 years old with peated whiskey, in a barrel, the chemistry in a barrel, it's phenolics, and it starts
Straight
to
up.
and it starts to change, and the phenolics become. So you might think with like a really high aged peated whiskey, it's going to get smokier. It doesn't. The more age it has, those phenolics start to become tropical and pineapple.
That's what I wanted.
So I think with this,
Seriously.
you've got the sherry with it, you've got that age as well.
You see what I mean?
I preferred it without.
You reckon?
I prefer,
yeah,
no,
definitely.
no.
I prefer
Yeah, I
the
prefer
smoke-
it without.
I prefer
but
the smokehead with that, but I prefer that without the smokehead.
no, I think that this
Yes.
tastes quite nice.
Yes,
with it.
actually, yeah. With that blended into the smokehead, it actually. Oh no, here we go. I think I maybe have got the best way to describe it. That might for you give it why. The smokehead is effectively this, but jagged edges. This smooths it and rounds it, and it becomes more complete. Whereas this
and
is
less
quite jagged.
confused.
Yes, it's
That's
quite
what I get
jagged.
from the
It's
smoke.
quite. You know, there's one thing, there's nothing. There's nothing. This is a lot
Kind
more
of,
rounded.
and it's very quick jump in between
Yes.
the two, and then it feels like
Well,
it just shoots off
so-
with the peat.
Yes,
and then
so,
there's
so
nothing
you've
else.
got effectively you've got almost a similar level of complexity. Oh, actually, that's got more complexity to it. But in terms of the sweetness of the sherry and then the smoke, the complexity is there, but the time and the age just rounds it and blends it together that little bit nicer.
The smokehead peat is so strong that I actually didn't realise that this was peated.
Yeah.
The only reason I realised
That
this
is-
was peated is by reading the bottle.
Yes.
And the only reason I read the bottle is because you guys kept going on about peat.
Sorry. So
I didn't get it.
I'm going to go out of shot because
We need to get sponsored by peat.
I know, right? I'm going out of shot because I'm now going to bring in another one because it's only because
Is that what I think it is?
the Ugadal. The Ugadal.
That is not what I thought it was.
It's not the Ugadal.
Oh, it's fantastic.
But again, now the other.
Oh, it's brilliant.
So I'm bringing this one. Okay, so this is time from a guest whiskey to multiple whiskies. So the reason I bring this one out and this one because again, it's sherry and peat. Now this doesn't have an age statement on it, so we don't know the age. But
What's it?
you go.
Treacle, bacon, and bonfires is the three notes they put
Oh,
on
it's
front.
Dump it down there, it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
really, really good.
Just dump this down. Okay.
No. Oh, I have. No. Ooh. Oh, I know what that one is. That was the one with the harbinger. So this. I just realised that's not in shot. So this is the Ugadal. So
We're
again,
hiding right.
we are hiding. There we go. Nonsense. So.
Let me shut this back up now.
And also, and the lead dig is 46.3. Yeah. So that's definitely a flavour profile that they wanted to have at 46.3.
Yeah.
The Ugadal is coming in way higher. It's 54.2. And this is 48. Yeah, 48. But again, even though this is not an age statement, again, there's that roundness to it.
There's a stronger peat to it than there was.
Yeah, the peat in this is heavier.
Yeah.
Way heavier.
Way heavier, but it doesn't interrupt.
Yes.
It comes in.
Envelops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it comes in and encompasses the other stuff. Whereas with the smokehead, it comes in and shoves it all off the stage and goes, "This
Here's
is
some
my
peat."
show."
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's the way. So with the Ugadal, and then doing a comparison to the Smokehead. When I think of Ugadal, to me it's going to sound really overpretentious. I know, but to me it's the smoke is like a tunnel, and the sherry impact is like a train coming through the tunnel. So the smoke envelops all the sweetness. The smoke is a train. And
That's
the
wrecking
sweetness
through the city.
and the sweetness is a dude standing there going, "Oh crap," and it's gets obliterated.
I just absolutely adore that bottle.
It's good, right?
It's number 2 to me from
From the Elsa Bay.
From the Elsa Bay.
Oh,
Yeah.
one day I will win you over with this over the Elsa Bay. This is way more complex than Elsa Bay.
It doesn't matter. Elsa Bay has got the charm. Elsa Bay has. It's just Elsa Bay.
there any room for that anyway?
It's just a nice.
No.
It's not overly expensive. It's not overly brutal. It's just.
I know
a
what you mean.
Really nice whiskey, and that's why it's my favourite. Always will be.
I am always very surprised that it's where you sit.
Yeah.
Is the Elsa Bay.
Elsa
I'm
Bay.
always surprised by that.
Elsa Bay is Bay.
Elsa Bay's Bay. Elsa Bay, please sponsor Josh.
Please, I beg. Please.
He begs. He's begging.
I do beg.
On your knees, bitch. No, actually, we won't get back up again.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, so I realise that guess whiskey turned into let's pull bottles down and see what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. So
Which is maybe a good thing, actually.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
for,
that.
for a guy that doesn't like
Peated whiskey. We've
peated
just
whiskey,
pulled
how
out-
have you found the peated whiskey tonight? Because I know that it is quite a change going from having, say, something like Iron Root to having something that's more, well, that is
The
peated.
smokehead.
Every single one of these has been peated.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I've still enjoyed it. I still enjoy peated whiskey.
Okay.
I just it's not my preference.
No. My preference, funnily enough, is
Yeah.
peated
You
whiskey.
lean
I
towards
will.
peat now, yeah.
Yeah, I will always choose peated whiskey over anything.
So I adore peat, but to me it has a place. I'm not always in the mood for peat.
Well,
Sometimes you like a Gary.
What?
yeah,
Not
you like a
with
Gary.
peat.
Thank you.
Oh,
It
I love
sticks
this.
with you, God.
Sorry.
Actually.
Totally did not get that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting.
Oh my god.
He really just picked up on that.
Well, I saw him drop his. I just didn't.
You just didn't twiggy stole yours.
Yeah. It's fine. It's not my table.
It's not
Beer.
a table either, it's a wine head. This is an old wine head.
This bit.
Yeah.
I know. Oh.
So the cask is an old quarter cask. That is a Jim Beam. Legit, it's a Jim Beam cask. I
No
don't
wonder
know.
he likes himself.
Yeah,
They gave him a barrel.
Exactly.
Jim Beam did sponsor me. But this is an old wine cask.
Technically not sponsored. Just
No.
just full disclosure.
But do you know what was amazing? Because you helped me pick this up because we picked it up in
Yes.
effectively the van.
Yeah.
The wagon.
Yeah, the passion wagon.
The passion wagon, that was it.
Yeah. Oh.
So Josh helped me out and to pick me up, to help me pick this up because I didn't have room in
The
my car at the
end
time.
scene of every single
Yes.
video so far, that is us wheeling the barrel in.
And the day we picked it up, because like the day we got it, I was like, "Oh, I've got a really good idea." And he was like, "What? I'm going to stick a camera up and we're going to roll it up here." Yes.
Well.
So that
well.
was yes. So that is this barrel, and that is at the. You're right. It's at the end of every video, and it's the day we picked it up.
Yep.
But what was even funnier is that there was still technically whiskey in this barrel.
Yes.
It's bone dry now. I can promise you.
He wouldn't let me drink it.
No, damn right I wouldn't. There wasn't enough. It would have been like
You got a syringe, you could have.
we could have, yes, but no, we weren't doing that. But also that, but on
We let
the
it dry it out.
and then also on the underside of this was also still red wine. The red wine was still soaked into it.
Yes.
So the whole drive home, we're going. Smells fantastic, but oh my god, if we get pulled over, we're screwed. Even though none of us have drunk, the police are not going to believe us. They're just going to pull. There's a barrel in the back, I promise. Get out. It's never going to go well.
Oh. The worst part is we couldn't even strap it down or anything like that because I didn't have any strap points. So
we couldn't.
there was someone that pulled in front of me at one point, slammed the brakes on quite
just
hard, and I was
hit
like,
this-
oh,
we just hit this.
oh.
Was everything in the bag?
I felt it.
Oh dear.
But yeah, it smelled fantastic. And every time I would sit next to it, I'd be like,
It's
Is this
really
the blend?
yes.
No.
No.
that's
That's
just
yeah.
a straight Ugadal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to now?
No. I was just like, what is that now?
Yeah.
That was a really subtle bird you flipped me there. You kind of just brought your hand up. and went,
Casually swearing you. And I was your turn to abuse. Hey, I'm just. Oh no, I'm not saying it out loud. Never mind. Moving on.
I don't know where you were going with that.
Good. Good.
Okay.
I will put up the line here.
Mm.
I'm not telling you.
So, yeah, you were saying that you essentially just you don't mind it, but it's not kind of like something you'd outwardly go out and drink.
No, I wouldn't go and choose it often.
Yeah.
Occasionally, like sometimes I'm at the pub and they'll have Lafroig and there isn't much else to choose.
Oh,
yeah.
So I'll
yeah.
go for the Lafroig because
Yeah.
although peated isn't my preference, it's a nice whiskey that I can sit and enjoy.
See, I find that interesting because I tend to think that if people are going for peated whiskey, Lafroig is. It's very popular, but it's the outlier because there's that huge iodine
Yeah.
TCP impact.
Well, there is. But
Massive.
I
this
adore
is,
that.
This is just,
Yeah.
and I don't mind it at all. And it's just because I can sit and enjoy the complexities when
Yes.
the other options available are like JD, Jim Beam,
Yeah,
Melts, and,
Yeah.
and that's kind of the thing. Or Johnny Walker, which the black label's okay, but it doesn't have
not
that
great.
complexity to
Out of the
Lafroig.
Johnny Walkers, I think the black's my favourite.
Yeah,
Really?
Me as well.
Out of the Johnny, and I've had the blue, and the blue's nice, but it is overpriced. I'm sorry.
And you can spend a lot.
What
less
did you
having
think of
Lafroig.
the Oxmoor?
I enjoyed that, but again, it's
But it's not massively peated.
no, it's not.
Even though it's super peated,
yeah.
it almost goes a full circle.
Yeah.
It becomes meaty. It becomes blue cheese. I know that sounds horrible, but oh my god, is it delicious? No, I'm not getting it out before you ask.
No.
I've already pulled several here.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I want to
You're
know
a peat,
which...
you're a peathead though.
Yeah, I was going to
In
say,
the
I
same
want to
way
know...
you don't turn down a pour of
No,
a brimstone
no.
or something like that.
Brimstone's a really bad example because if you're a peathead, you're gonna like brimstone
What?
because it's smoke.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
true,
different
but it's
smoke.
a different smoke, and which I really like.
Although
that
on-
smoke.
on the other side of things, you can also say...
Or even a Glendronach. If I
Yeah.
handed you a pour of a Glendronach, you would still drink
Yes.
it and probably
However,
enjoy it.
what I'm trying to say here is, yes, you know, you could turn around to me and I could drink other whiskies. That's absolutely fine. But you'll find more often than not that people who don't like or don't really get along with peat will avoid them at all costs because they just don't like the taste. Whereas
enough.
I'm happy with pretty much anything because I enjoy the peat. Given a choice, I will always choose a peated whiskey.
So
So I'm the same,
used
but
to-
on
don't
the other
know
end.
why. I
So
don't know
I
why.
used to not like peated whiskey. The first peated whiskey I had that started to win me over was Highland Park 12. The peated whiskey that got me into peated whiskey was Lefroy 10.
I was going to say Lefroy Select or
The Select is
Ardmore is one of the first peated whiskies
Yeah.
that I think that I had.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you were like, "Oh, that's a peated whiskey," and I was like, "I guess." And then you went, boom, and the smoke came out, and then
What was it
Elsa
I-
Bay came on
What
the table, and
no,
I was
no, no,
like,
no, I handed something to you before Elsa Bay. What did I hand you?
something that
It
kicked me
was,
in the face.
it was, but was it the law? Did I give you Lefroy Law just
Maybe.
to fuck you over?
Maybe, but I remember that it kicked me in the face, but I
gave you
enjoyed
a couple
it.
of real good ones.
Yeah.
I was so the Octomore is the one that I always find is the most interesting because it is on paper the most heavily peated, but it is just insanely complex. And when you compare it to even this, oh, that's the Ugadal. That's way peatier.
Yeah, for sure.
It's an interesting play, I find.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But then, I mean, you've also got the classic laddie that tastes it, but isn't
The classic
peated
laddie,
at
yes,
all.
the classic laddie is a anomaly.
Yeah, you don't say.
A nice way of putting it. Ooh. I'll tell you what, Josh. Grab that one, the Mara. If you can just dump it upside down.
In the bottle, that looks like a wine.
I know, it does. Give it a smell.
Bizarre.
Let me know what you think.
Oh,
No! That's peaty!
According to Josh, it's iodine.
according to me, it tastes.
This is
smell
cast-
like wine.
This is cast
Does it
strength.
look
Now,
like
I was told that the whiskey that they...
no,
I was told that the whiskey that they used for this is Kalila.
Smells like
no.
Frankfurters to me.
Frankfurter water.
Okay, no.
No, that is.
Really?
Tell me something's wrong with that bottle because that shouldn't be how whiskey smells.
No, it's not Frankfurt's, it's Quavers. It's Quavers. But I've never got that before on this. Do you know why we're getting that now? Because we've been doing Oloroso peated. Pop that up there.
I'm starting to smell some sweetness through now.
Yeah, but
That
Keep
kicked
my
me in the
face in.
face
Yeah.
when I first smelt it.
that was weird because I've not
Ugh.
had that before on it.
That
That was
really
wrong.
weird.
That when I've had this before, it was closer to Lefroy.
That was wrong when I
But
first
coming off the
smelt
back
it.
of these, the sherry ones, it's...
Do me a favour.
Yeah, that's
Do me a favour.
Quavers.
Smell that. Okay.
That's Quavers, that's weird. It shouldn't
Now
be.
smell it out the bottle.
Sorry, Paul.
You know this isn't that.
Oh. No. I thought.
No, this is
This is that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this
yeah.
is that.
No, we're...
Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah, that smells entirely different now. I'm trying to determine whether or not that is what's causing.
No, I can just smell it from this.
It's probably...
No, it smells different from the bottle. It smells different from
probably
the
will.
bottle.
Yeah, you're just getting a load of ethanol there.
I got a weird smell at first.
You don't want to know my opinion. That smells like wet dog.
Yes! Yes!
That's weird.
It smelled awful, and that's why I kind of flinched.
Okay. Am I allowed to say on the record, this is actually... I really enjoy this whiskey,
That is delicious.
but on the back of everything
I
that we
really
had,
enjoy wet dog.
Maybe I do.
Oh, I don't know
Let's
what
have
it
a
is
look.
about that smell, but it's horrible on the nose.
I am not in the best position.
All right. Okay. Another time. Another time. I'm going to
Yeah,
give you that when we've not
give me
had
that, you know.
heavily sherried stuff.
Oh.
I think that's what's messing. I say messing over. That's what's changing it for us.
Quite like wet dog. It's not bad. It doesn't taste bad. But my god, the nose on that is awful. It is dire.
No, it's
From the glass, it's not so bad anymore. But I did get that immediate, like, I've just opened a packet of Frankfurters.
It honestly, there was some kind of smell there initially. It was
see what you mean.
awful.
right. Okay. I think I'm done pulling stuff now. As in bottles.
Yes.
I'll pull you two off later.
Well, I mean, not on camera.
You
Well, I mean, it was a porn shoot.
And on that note,
I think we should.
I think we'll end it
break.
there.
Alrighty then.
So, I don't know. Let him carry on. Whatever he's doing.
What am I doing?
I don't know. Carry on. Whatever you were doing.
I was taking a sip.
So, anything you want to bring in, or shall we wrap it up? What do you reckon?
No.
Not
Okay. Should we wrap
No,
it up?
I think we better wrap it up, or I'm not driving home.
Okay, yeah, there's that as well. Right. We're downing these. You remember?
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't pour extra this time.
So, the toast.
I don't want to down it.
Tough. You're doing it, bitch.
I'm so sad.
Don't be. To fighting, stealing, drinking. If you fight, may you fight for a friend. If you steal, may you steal a lover's heart. And if you drink, may you drink with us.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming, everyone.